Good day, YouTube. This is Jay Money with Falling Forward Financial. Just a article here on Visa, Mastercard, and American Express and Discover, why they're in trouble. I was going to do this yesterday. As you can see, it came out yesterday, but still relevant to today and then the future and going forward. And just thought it was kind of interesting and kind of ties in with a crypto play. So see if anybody out there has these. I have all of the credit card stocks here, but a lot of the times we take for granted that the global digital payment system has been built on top of credit card companies, Visa, ticker V, Mastercard, ticker MA, American Express, AXP, and Discover, DFS. I have all of these. They're all growth stocks. They all give a dividend. It's small, but small dividend and a good deal of appreciation on all of them is key. So they're all pretty much growth stocks, I consider them, but some probably don't. When we shop online or at a grocery store or go to a restaurant, it just is taken for granted that they'll accept credit cards and even take a tap from a mobile phone. However, when the swipe those cards, credit card transactions cost merchants nearly 3% just to be completed, and even then it can take days for the money to be deposited into the bank accounts. This is a direct cost that comes out of their bottom line, and most merchants have little choice in the matter. It just in less than a month, there's been an advance on Solana crypto, SOL. It's a blockchain that could almost eliminate most of those credit card fees and replace them with blockchain transactions. I've talked about blockchain here on the channel a little bit, not a whole lot, but I have, and I've talked about credit cards off and on. I believe I've covered Visa, Mastercard, American Express, and Discover, and I'll go ahead and link those in the description as well. Solana Pay changes the game, and so that's what we're always looking to do, is change the game, and become the next new big company, and which drives the stock up. So cryptocurrencies have long been discussed as a new way to make financial transactions, but most cryptocurrencies have high costs that make little sense for traditional transactions. Solana's blockchain is different because it enables transactions that can be completed in just a few seconds for a fraction of a penny. On February 1st, 2022, Solana Pay was introduced to the public, and it could be revolutionize financial transactions as we know them. Buyers and sellers can make transactions within a few clicks. They don't have to use a cryptocurrency like Solana, but can instead use a stablecoin like USDC. Just like using dollars on a credit card transaction, in time other tokens from the Solana ecosystem could likely be used as well. For merchants, this could save 2% or more on transaction fees. A point-of-sale infrastructure company like Toast or Square, which I've talked about Square maybe once or twice and never talked about Toast. This is kind of a new one to me. Would likely charge fees for their services, but much of the money goes to the credit card companies. And banks would be eliminated from the transaction. So just another way to save the merchants some money. So, and it all sounds interesting, but I suppose if you had a business, that would be a huge difference and a huge savings to you as well. So here's a tweet. Proud to be the first food truck on the planet Earth to accept Solana Pay. And if you're on Twitter, you can search for that as well. So, why credit cards are in trouble? This may be a far-off disruption, but it's not. Today, there are merchants in Silicon Valley who's already accept Solana Pay, and millions of users already have Phantom wallets, a common crypto wallet, and can hold Solana or USDC. All users need to do is scan a QR code, and the transaction is completed in seconds. I think this is extremely disruptive because it happens behind the scenes for most users, and I could see the Cash App or PayPal adding Solana Pay to their infrastructure, and the funds in someone's account could be turned into USDC and sent to the merchant on the Solana blockchain. Entirely behind the scenes, a crypto wallet may even be needed as the system improves. Here kind of goes over some information why I'm out of credit card stocks. This article isn't going to make me jump out of them. If you're afraid of losing money, you could put in a sell order with a stop limit. If it went down to a certain level, it would just sell out of it. That's what I did with some oil stocks here today. So they ran up, sold, and then they ran back down. So I got rid of them, so it's all good. Think about this from a merchant's perspective. Most merchants and restaurants are relatively low margin businesses, and moving entirely to Solana Pay would increase their net margin by 2% or 3% in an instant. That's compelling for any business, and if the net margins are low single digits to begin with, Solana Pay sounds like a no-brainer. So I just thought that was an interesting article. So if you have Visa, Mastercard, American Express, or Discovery, you can list that in the comments, and any comments in regards to this article would be appreciative. And if you have this crypto, SOL, or any other cryptos, you could list that in the comments as well. So, and if there's any other stocks you want me to make a video about, I'd be happy to take a look at those and see what I can do. And if you haven't smashed that like button yet, go ahead and hit that for me, as well as subscribing, and hit the bell so you're notified of when the next videos drop. And I thank you for all the new subscribers, and all the comments are always welcome, and I thank you, and happy trading, happy investing, stay green. Cheers.